Welcome seekers, today we delve into the concept of no teaching or Shabda in Buddhism. As we embark on this journey of understanding, let's first lay the groundwork by discussing the term Shabda. Originating from ancient Sanskrit, Shabda translates to word or speech. It's a term steeped in history and culture, and like many Sanskrit words, it carries a depth of meaning that extends beyond its literal translation. In the context of Buddhism, Shabda is often associated with teachings or doctrines. It's about the words spoken by the Buddha, the teachings passed down through generations, and the doctrines that form the bedrock of Buddhist philosophy. But what happens when we pair Shabda with the concept of no teaching? No teaching in Buddhism might seem like a paradox at first glance. How can there be teachings when the very essence of the concept negates it? Yet, it's within this apparent contradiction that a profound understanding begins to unfold. The no teaching or Shabda concept doesn't suggest a rejection of teachings or a renunciation of learning. Rather, it points to a deeper, more introspective understanding that transcends the limitations of words and speech. It's about experiencing and realizing the truth beyond what can be conveyed through language. It's an invitation to move beyond the realm of intellectual understanding and step into the world of direct experience. It's a call to delve into the silence that words can often fail to capture, the silence where true wisdom resides. Buddhism teaches us that while words can guide us on our journey, they are not the journey itself. They are signposts, markers along the path, but the path must be walked, not merely talked about. Shabda, therefore, is not about rejecting teachings, but about transcending them. It's about moving beyond the words to the experience they point towards. So what makes no teaching or Shabda so unique in Buddhism? Let's explore. The doctrine of no teaching is a rather intriguing element in Buddhism. As we delve deeper into the heart of this ancient philosophy, we encounter a fascinating phenomenon. Buddhism, unlike many other religions, does not place emphasis on imparting specific teachings or doctrines. There is no prescribed path, no set of commandments to follow. Rather, it encourages a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment through personal experience and insight. This might seem paradoxical at first. After all, don't we often seek wisdom in the words of others? Isn't that why we turn to spiritual leaders or religious texts? But Buddhism challenges this notion. It proposes that true wisdom, the kind that brings about genuine understanding and enlightenment, cannot be handed down from person to person like a set of instructions. It must be personally experienced, personally discovered. Imagine for a moment trying to describe the taste of an apple to someone who has never eaten one. No matter how eloquent our words, they will never truly capture the experience. The person must taste the apple for themselves. Similarly, Buddhism suggests that the essence of enlightenment, the profound truths about life and existence, can only be truly understood when we experience them firsthand. This is not to say that teachings or guidance have no place in Buddhism. Rather, they are seen as signposts pointing the way, not the destination itself. They can help us navigate our spiritual journey, but the journey itself is ours to make. The emphasis on individual realization in Buddhism is a powerful reminder that each of us has the capacity for enlightenment. It suggests that wisdom is not something to be received passively, but something to be actively sought out. It encourages us to question, to explore, and to cultivate our own understanding. This approach underscores the importance of personal insight over mere acceptance of teachings. It reminds us that true wisdom lies not in the words we hear, but in the experiences we live and the insights we gain from them. It's a call to embark on the most profound journey of all, the journey within. But why does Buddhism emphasize no teaching? What's the significance? The concept of no teaching in Buddhism may seem counterintuitive at first, especially when we're accustomed to having knowledge handed down to us. But the beauty of Buddhism lies in its invitation to question, to explore, and to understand the truth on our own. This approach is more than just a rebellion against blind acceptance of doctrines. It is a call to personal discovery, a journey to enlightenment guided by our own experiences and insights. Buddhism encourages us to be our own teachers, to learn from the world around us, and most importantly, from within ourselves. It's about learning to see the truth in our own unique way, not through someone else's lens. It's about finding wisdom in our own experiences and understanding the world based on our own perceptions. The doctrine of no teaching doesn't mean that there are no teachings in Buddhism. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of personal experience over authoritative instructions. It's a way of saying that teachings are not absolute truths, but tools to help us navigate our journey. The role of meditation in this journey cannot be overstated. Through meditation, we're able to silence the noise of the outside world and tune into our inner selves. It's a practice that allows us to gain personal insight, to uncover the layers of our consciousness, and to discover the truth in its purest form. Meditation and mindfulness go hand in hand with no teaching, as they guide us to be present, to be aware, and to observe without judgment. They empower us to experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment, and to find wisdom within those experiences. This approach of no teaching is not a rejection of knowledge, but an invitation to seek wisdom within ourselves. It's a reminder that true understanding comes from personal experience and introspection, not from blindly accepting what we're told. In essence, no teaching in Buddhism is a call for self-discovery and personal enlightenment. However, the concept of no teaching is often misunderstood. Just as a lotus flower can be misinterpreted as a symbol of isolation due to its growth in muddy waters, so too can the Buddhist principle of no teaching be misconstrued. One common misconception is that no teaching implies an outright rejection of all teachings or doctrines. This could not be further from the truth. Buddhism, in fact, is rich with teachings and doctrines, each serving as a guiding light on the path to enlightenment. So, no teaching is not about discarding these illuminating guides, but rather about understanding their true purpose and significance. Another fallacy is the belief that no teaching advocates for an anarchic, rule-free approach to spirituality. This is a skewed interpretation. No teaching does not promote anarchy or chaos. Instead, it encourages individuals to seek their own truth, to question, probe, and explore, rather than blindly accept teachings. The essence of no teaching lies in the importance it places on personal realization. It is about the individual's journey to enlightenment, their personal experience of awakening. The teachings and doctrines serve as signposts, but the journey is unique to each individual. The path to enlightenment is not a one-size-fits-all. It is as diverse and varied as the individuals embarking upon it. Picture this. If life is a vast ocean, then the teachings are like a compass. They provide direction, but they cannot sail the ship for us. It's up to each one of us to navigate our own way, to brave the storms, to experience the calm, and to savor the journey. So, in essence, no teaching isn't about dismissing the teachings. It's about transcending mere acceptance of these teachings to reach a state of personal realization and enlightenment. It is about becoming the master of our own spiritual journey, using the teachings as a guide, but not as an absolute dictate. Thus, no teaching isn't about rejecting teachings, but about embracing personal enlightenment. So how can we apply this concept of no teaching in our daily lives? Well, let's start by understanding that no teaching does not mean the absence of learning. On the contrary, it advocates for a deeper, more personal exploration of truth. It's about embarking on a quest for knowledge that isn't spoon-fed, but is instead discovered through personal experience and introspection. Picture yourself as an explorer, venturing into the vast wilderness of your own mind, equipped with the tools of curiosity and mindfulness. The practice of meditation can be a powerful ally in this journey. As you meditate, you create a space for self-discovery, where you can observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This cultivates a deeper understanding of your own nature, your desires, your fears, and your dreams. Question everything. Don't accept anything at face value. Explore different perspectives, challenge established beliefs, and seek your own understanding. It's not about rejecting what others say, but about not blindly accepting it either. Remember, no teaching is not about isolation, but about fostering a sense of independence. It's about finding your own path to truth and enlightenment. So go ahead, carve your own path, question the norms, and dare to discover. Remember, the journey to enlightenment is a personal one, guided by self-discovery and insight. As we conclude our exploration of no teaching in Buddhism, let's reflect on the key takeaways. This doctrine encourages self-discovery, personal enlightenment, and a deeper understanding of life. It's not about the absence of teachings, but rather the importance of experiencing and internalizing them personally. Misinterpretations may arise, yet the authentic essence remains, guiding us to apply this wisdom in our daily lives. Thank you for joining this enlightening journey. May you find your path to self-discovery and enlightenment.